The Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Ikpor held its annual Handover ceremony on Wednesday, 3rd July 2024, marking the transition from the outgoing president, Dr. Anthony Ikpor, to the incoming president, Dr. Briggs. The event was a celebration of the club's achievement in the last 1 year and the incoming years.
The cooking of families and duty we pay. Vive la Rotary, let's carry on business with faith to our day. Vive la Rotary, Rotary, vive la Rotary, vive la Rotary. Truth is our right. Love is a man, vive la Rotary.
The outgoing president, in his farewell address, highlighted some of the club's accomplishments under his tenure, which includes tree planting exercise within Port Harcourt Metropolis in December 2023, award of scholarships to a number of indigent students, visiting Port Harcourt prisons and distributing sanitary materials to the inmates, and training of over 50 youth in waste plastic recycling, as well as other programs that have direct impact on the environment and the people at large.
The reason why we are here is because in the culture of Rotary, a new Rotary year starts on the 1st of July of every year. Sometime last year, 1st of July 2023, the mantle of leadership of this club was transferred to me. And I believe that members of this club are aware of the circumstances on which I took over this responsibility. But I'm happy that today we have been able to sustain the vision of Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Ikpor. And we are transferring authority to a new person. And what does that tell us? That Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Ikpor has come to stay.
He showed appreciation to the charter president of the club, Okon, the predecessor, and the entire members of the club for their massive contribution during his tenure. He also solicited for extension of same support for the incoming administration. The incoming president, Dr. Briggs, expressed his delight at the opportunity given to him to serve as the president of the club, and it would be a successful one. He promised to build on the legacy of the club's predecessors and to move it to a greater and enviable height.
For me, there is no greater service to God than serving my fellow man. When the thrust of leadership fell on me that I was to succeed my IPP, I was scared. I was really scared. And I gave it a very deep thought. I never wanted to accept this responsibility. But when the prompt came that this was an opportunity to serve, then I said, I cannot decline. Never will I be called to serve, and I will never decline. It is on the premise of that I accepted this responsibility.
The handover ceremony was resounding, and the presentation of the staff of office symbolizing a new chapter in the club's history.
But the powers conferred on me, ladies and gentlemen, I have a handover to Rotarian Dr. Briggs.
There was also the presentation of gifts to the outgoing president for his service and contributions. Members of the club left inspired and motivated to continue serving the community. The Rotary year begins on the 1st of July of every year and ends on the 30th of June of the following year. The beginning of every Rotary year is marked by handover of leadership to a new administration. The Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Echo is a course-based Rotary club with specific focus on the environment. The club was incorporated in January 2021.
My name is Chidima Okafor, President of Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Skyfield. We are here today to support my classmate, as we call it, so President Dr. Briggs, as he was officially handed over the club today.
So by classmate, you mean you were in the same class, or for non-Rotarians, you won't understand what that means?
Oh, yes, for non-Rotarians, classmates means president in the same year. So this year, the RI president, that Rotary International president, has named it the magical year. Rotary year starts from July 1st of every year to June 30th of the next year. So it's a new year for us in Rotary that started July 1st of 2004, and it will run to June 30th of 2005. So for this magical, what we call the magical year, he is my classmate because he's the president of this very club, Port Harcourt Echo, and I'm the president of Port Harcourt Skyfield, so we are classmates.
Okay, so how's the experience? What do you look forward to in your tenure as the president in the coming year?
Rotary thrives on legacies, and just like if you followed up when the AG, the assistant governor, was speaking, you will hear that we have 3 layers of succession at each point in time in Rotary. So like the the IPP, that's the immediate past president that just handed over, had some projects he did, and every year the president designs projects with the board and approval of the club members, and they work together following the same mission and vision of the club to achieve those projects. For instance, in the today, you heard when the immediate past president read out all the projects that they embarked on this appreciation year. And I believe after their board meetings that this present Prime Movers Board must have sat and agreed on projects they are going to do. Rotary is a service organization, and we have 3 avenues of service. As individuals in the club, then in communities. So we have 7 areas of service in the community. We have the maternal and child health, which is this July that is dedicated to it. We have the environment, and they are a cost-based clause in that they focus mainly on environment. That does not exclude reaching out to other areas of service. Then we have another service, cost disease prevention. Then we have peace building and conflict prevention. Then we have a lot. There are about 7 of them. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Rotarian Dr. Anthony Ikpor. I am the immediate past president of Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Echo. And what we just witnessed here today is the transfer of power from my regime to my brother and friend, Rotarian Dr. Bieye Briggs, who is the current president of Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Echo. And that's the assignment we just did today.
So how was the experience in your tenure, the outgoing year that just got concluded? What was the experience like?
Very interesting, very challenging. The good thing is that I worked with a wonderful set of persons in the board who had committed members who understood what we ought to do, and we all work together to achieve our goals that we set out for ourselves.
So, how do you see the incoming president? What do you expect in the incoming?
He's a man that we work together, so it's just like a continuation of what we have done, but he's going to take it to a higher level. We work together. He has a capacity, a medical doctor. He's experienced. He's somebody that has a burning issue on the environment. He understands it very well. So I don't have any doubt that Dr. Bieye Briggs will succeed and take Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Echo to the next level. I don't have any doubt in me.
My name is Dr. Bieye Briggs. I'm now the new president of the Rotary Club of Port Harcourt Echo. As you can see, the mantle of leadership was just handed over to me. And I'm looking forward to the next Rotary year with so much optimism and enthusiasm. And I know for a fact that no matter how daunting the challenges are, we'll succeed. We are built for this.
Wow.
So, do you have plans in mind, your project already, or you think you're going to continue from where the other tenure stopped, or do you have upcoming projects in mind in the coming year? What are your prospects? What are the plans in view? Yeah.
Our club, like we said earlier, is a cause-based club focused on environment. Do you understand? So we're going to be continuing what the previous administration had done, and we add to it. I plan to organize a multi-stakeholder conference, just like the one we did in 2002 concerning the suit, where we held a multi-stakeholder suit conference and provide solution on how to mitigate and reduce the concentration of the suit, its sources, and other underlying factors that contributed to the widespread suit we had that time. You see, the impact of climate change is here with us. We cannot imagine again. It is here right now. In this part of the world, we have been seeing perennial floodings that destroy infrastructure, farmlands, buildings, public properties, private properties. So we want to call for a multi-stakeholder conference on flood mitigation, preparedness, response, and prevention. And it's not going to just be only in Port Harcourt, but it's going to be Niger Delta wide, so that there will be a common template or an action plan, so that before flood comes, the things that should be done, when the flood starts, the things that should be done, so that we can bring to the barest minimum the loss of lives and property. So that's one thing we're going to do. Of course, we've started with the first phase of tree planting exercise. We're going to continue the second phases and even third and fourth phases by the grace of God, depending on how much funds we are able to garner during our installation. So the future is quite bright. Every other project that we have started and we have been doing before, we're going to continue them and sustain them and even expand them and in scope and in the range of what we're going to do. So it's basically the same thing, it's just that we're going to spice it up here and there. It's environment, everything environment. And like I said, for those of us, Port Harcourt Echo, anything that is environment, we're invited, whether you call us or you don't call us. Once you put the environment in any write-up, in any speech, in any program, we are there. We're like an uninvited Tombo fly. Once we hear environment, we are there. For you to put the environment, you've invited us. That was how we went to Abuja during the 2023 presidential election. They held a presidential debate on the environment, and we were there. When we got there, they were surprised. Are we invited there? I said, you call the environment. Now, is this debate not the environment? And we are coming from the Niger Delta. Is there any part of Nigeria that is as polluted as the Niger Delta? No. And you're talking about the environment. We need to come and lend our voice to the conversation. Ask you critical questions, just in case if you win. What are the things you're going to do to remediate the environment of Niger Delta that has been devastated massively due to oil and gas exploration and exploitation? So we were there. We had a stakeholder meeting with the Commissioner for the Department Secretary of Environment then, last year. And we also said the same thing, that this is the Ministry of Environment, this is our home. We will come without even notice because this is our home. We need to collaborate and partner with you in terms of your environmental policies and plans for River State. So that's what we do. Wherever environment is mentioned, we are there. We are working with Rwama, River State Waste Waste Management Agency. We work with them. Anywhere there is environment, we are there. Just like during the Handover Fellowship, we heard when the Charter President was talking about we going to Bieye State to see for ourselves the first and second oil wells in Briggs district in Otuabage community. We were there. During the oil spill in Nembe by ITO EMP, we were there. We were there. Anywhere there is anything that has to do with the environment, we are always there. So it will continue. We'll continue to do that and engage stakeholders from the Niger Delta region, whether they are senators, ministers, House of Reps members, governors, commissioners. We are going to galvanize and educate them and to see and have them buy into the vision of sustaining our environment for the good of everybody.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.